Thank you so much. What an honor it is to be here again with the greatest show in America, the premier Orlando event. We welcome everyone. We work a lot of shows. There are so many great shows in America. But what's really nice is us to see such huge attendance this year, to see such enthusiasm, such well-styled hairdressers attending, and such enthusiasm. Our industry is in change. The way we're dressing hair is changing. Our attitude has changed. I think the last couple of years have helped us grow in a different way. And we still have a lot of the ladder to climb up. But you know what? In the last few years, every one of you have helped so many people get through the storm. Your encouragement, your hopeful attitude, and the kindness, that is in every one of us. There's one thing that all of us have in common in this entire convention is we're kind people. We're not always kind, but we have good spirits and good hearts. And the more you keep that up, lives are growing back together. Look at the amount of people that are at this convention this year. It's an honor to be part of this industry. So, as the struggle continues, we all got to remember that it's up to us individually to make it happen. If you work for in a salon, be proud to be there. Support the person that you work for. It's not their responsibility to keep you busy. That's your responsibility. And you know what? Each of us have our own. That was owners clapping. Each of us have a responsibility, and you remember when you went to beauty school and you got your license, you thought, I am going to do this. And you have a plan and you have an imagination. I've been a hairdresser since 1968, and I can tell you that in all that length of time, it was a struggle for sure in some things, but there's always rewards. And you know what? When you get to be my age, there are years ahead of you. I feel like I'm just catching my stride now. So you know what? There are things to look forward to. And what we need from you, what your salon owners need, and what you need personally, is to commit yourself to being in the beauty business as a hairdresser, esthetician, all the different things that you can be. And you know what? Once you commit yourself, life's a lot easier. Instead of thinking, well, I'll do this for a little bit and I'll do that for a little bit. This is an industry and a career that grows, that satisfies you, that any dream you have that you want to have in your life, whether it's people or stuff or whatever it is, you can have it all. But you know what? It's not an easy path. And we'll work, all of us. The owners work for everything that they have. And so do you. And you know what? Try to just remind yourself about who you are as a person. And if I could make one mention, if you want to find out what kind of a hairdresser you are today, not for the rest of your life, but what your vision is today, is grab yourself 10 magazines this week and go through those 10 magazines and tear out anything that you liked. It could be a hairstyle, it could be a cut, it could be a piece of furniture, it could be a building. Gather around you the things that inspire you. And once you've done that with 10 magazines and sorted out into short cuts, medium cuts, long cuts, color, waves, and men, and updos, when you sort through those pictures, you're going to see your spirit at the moment there. What kind of hair you like, what you're looking for, and go after the dreams. You know what? There's very few industries and very few job situations where we have as much choice as we have here. It is a grind, but look at, you've made it through the last few years. And you salon owners out there, cheers to you for keeping going. So I don't want to. I'm not a blah, 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 blah. But you know what? And the respect I have the most for is you instructors and teachers out there who are bringing up new talent to our industry. It's a tough go, and it sometimes feels unrewarding. But I can tell you everybody in this room can remember one of their teachers from beauty school and that they taught them one lesson. And you know what? Your reward is all through your life. So congratulations on doing that. Okay, we're just going to just have a few minutes. So I wanted to show you a really quick, simple, easy look that you can put together by just grabbing sections of hair like this. Just nice, soft sections, tying it That was some kind of European South American thing. Okay? But what we want to do is just put a little bit of texture in the hair. a little bit of softness. You can notice that most of the hair I did today, other than back brushing, is all with the hands. And you know what? You have such a skill and such a feel with the hair. Those of you that don't do a lot of updos, that talent is all there. It's just waiting for you to shake it alive. And doing them is fun. It's a nice distraction from everyday work. So I've got about 3 or 4 knots on that shape. I'm just going to gather up the ends like this. Pull that through. Take one more. Just kind of fit that in. The nice thing about these knots, keep your station clean. Throw all your gear into someone else's. Okay. So you can see these are nice and movable and malleable. And I'm going to put a big bobby pin on it like this. Turn it over and slide that bobby pin up and just hold it and watch. I'm going to put 2 bobby pins through each knot so that they'll lock in place. This is a nice for a wedding or for a garden party, although I don't know anybody that goes to a garden party. A bush party maybe, but not a garden. Okay, we'll take that. Oh, that didn't come out right. Okay, I'm just going to, never mind. Keep, and then, okay, take those bobby pins and turn over. Do you know, to be on the main stage of this show or any show is a great honor for anyone. And those of you kids out there, and not just younger people, but anyone, there's lots of opportunity. If you dreamed your whole life of doing stage work or fashion shows and stuff like that, it's not just for the young, it's for everybody. So, do it. I can't get a job, but maybe you can, then you can get me in. Okay? Simple things like this, and you know what? The thing with an updo is drawing the hair away from the face, never holding it out from the head, but always drawing it towards the back, moving the hair in. And always remember, the more sections you pick up, the more detail you're going to get. The less sections you pick up, the less detail you have. So if you're in a hurry, she gets one big section in the back and a couple on each side. Okay? But working with the hair naturally and not being so whatever you'd like to call picky about all the hair strands. Natural looks work beautiful now. And those of you that have been around for a while, we just need to lighten up a little bit. It's hard for us not to want every hair to be perfectly in place. But what we're exposed to in the media and celebrity and fashion and style and what clients are wanting is hair that looks a little bit more natural and soft. So it's those little edges that we're trying to get over them. I go to a shrink that helps me get through the ends. We spend, 8 sessions just talking about hair ends. And he doesn't think I'm going to make it. Okay. So, you know what? As you're working this together, you can do a couple of sections at a time or do them all at once. But what we're looking for is just a tussle of hair, something that's natural and soft and light. I have a cutting program coming up this afternoon at 4:30. I'm going to do 3 longer haircuts, very different, very soft, and really money makers. So I hope that you'll, if you get lonely or anything, just come and see us. So take this whole section, just form this in. Now these knots will all move around. So I'm just going to adjust this so it sits a little bit better. And you see how I've got a little bit of a drop by her ear? Oh, you might want to put the feet in first. That'll stay longer. Okay, so this one will go in. This is what we call a boinger. You see that hair sticking out right there? Okay? When it turns white, it's dead. It'll do anything. Watch. Look. So that'll tuck that hair right back up in here. Okay? Whenever you want to lift the hair, get a little bit more motion in it, just remember to slide a bobby pin on the section and turn the pin. I'll just show you this one little side right here. Slip this up, one bobby pin up. Now watch, when I let it go, all I'm going to do is grab the head, stand up, turn it over, and it tightens the hair right around the ear. I know that never happens to you, but you go north towards Canada, happens all the time. Okay, slip this in, just soften this up a bit. Okay, each section the same. I would like to remind you that I'm going to be back in Orlando doing a hands-on workshop and also in Atlanta, Georgia this year. So we're really looking forward to coming that way. You can find out information at our booth. I appreciate all your kindness, all the welcoming I get when I come here. It's just my ego. When I go to my room, I just look at myself in the mirror. Too much information, I can tell. Slide this out. Now I'm just going to puff the top part of her hair just to get a little bit better balance there. You know, if there's one thing that you want to learn how to do in hairdressing, especially for dressed hair, is how to fold the hair. To simply take a bobby pin, put it on a piece of hair like that, turn the bobby pin over half a turn, so the ends go on the inside. It's helped me so much and be more creative and do looks that are soft but also kind of fun too. And ugly, I'm telling you, I do hair. You know, sometimes you might think, well, he's pretty good. He's pretty good with the hair. Just like all of us. I do hair sometimes when I'm finished to look at it and I think, oh my God. Haven't you ever had that happen? You'd be doing somebody's hair and while you're doing the back, you think to yourself, yes, yes, yes. This is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. But what you do to the clients, then this is what your face looks like when you say that, when you're thinking that. And you say to your client, oh, wait till you see the back. And then you start thinking to yourself, okay, I'm going to quit this job as soon as I'm done here. I can't take this kind of pressure. I'm going to move to a place where if you wear your hair up, you get a ticket. Okay? I am a professional, you know. I don't have to be put through this. And when you're finished, she'll say, oh my God, my hair looks beautiful. And you think to yourself, what is wrong with you? With this on your face. And then your whole attitude changes. You go, oh yeah, I love doing updos. People come from all over the place for me to do them. You should recommend me to your friends. Thank you so much, everybody.